How's it gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome to Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge, the second of 3 Game Boy Castlevania games. And just like last year when we played Castlevania The Adventure, we were playing the Game Boy Color version. This is on Konami Game Boy Collection Volume 4, so we're getting a little bit better presentation than we would if we were playing this on the original Game Boy, so hooray. The Count was alive. After fighting Christopher, he escaped the falling castle and watched for a good chance to make the text go faster, please, to resurrect his body. This takes place directly after, actually I guess it takes place 15 years after Castlevania Adventure, and you play as Christopher Belmont again. 15 years later, the ritual for Soleil, the son of Christopher, to inherit the title of Vampire Hunter was about to take place. However, the text was too slow and the audience left because it got bored. The Count was waiting for this exact moment. He was planning to use Soleil's sacred powers to regain his body. The next day, 4 castles have appeared as if to protect Soleil, who has disappeared like the mist. And now, the new battle is about to start. So again, yes, you play as Christopher Belmont, trying to find his son, Soleil Belmont. Just for fun, kind of a little fun trivia, Soleil is French for sun, as in the sun, not as in Christopher's son, like the big star in the sky, sun. So yeah, there we go. And unlike pretty much every other Castlevania game, you actually get a Mega Man style stage select. We're going to do them just in the order that the game kind of presents them to us. It doesn't really matter. The Crystal Castle. Each level's somewhat relatively similar in terms of difficulty, so it doesn't really change anything, but man, this game just has really good music. I think the Game Boy, even though it is obviously a much weaker machine than like the NES and home consoles and stuff, still pulled out some pretty good bangers. There are a lot of Game Boy games with just absolutely terrible soundtracks, but man, Konami has always been really good at that. Capcom is the other one. I think everyone who plays retro, like old school retro video games, they know that. I say old school retro on purpose. Oh man, I've really noticed in the last couple of years, when you say retro nowadays, a lot of people are like, oh, you mean the GameCube? And I'm like, no, not really. I mean, it totally is retro now. Retro, like the Wii and the GameCube and Xbox 360 is pretty much retro now, and that's just terrifying. But I'm just like, I don't know what I call this era anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could be super into my own generation and be like, the golden generation, the golden years. I don't know. This is just... Whenever I said retro, this is what I usually meant, was like 2D, you know, 85 to 2000, right? Pre-2000s retro, there we go. But yeah, no, it plays pretty much identically to Castlevania Adventure, except for one, you do get actual items, sub-weapons, hooray. There are, oh geez, what? There's the cross boomerang, there was the holy water, and I think the axe is in this one as well. And the cool part is you get the fireball, you get to keep the fireball. It's not like in Adventure where if you get hit a couple times you lose the fireball. Here you get to keep it pretty much until you die, I think, which is pretty neat. Other than that, like I said, it plays pretty much like Castlevania Adventure. It looks like it's held together with actual decent programming and not by chewed up gum and duct tape like the first one was. The first game, man, it runs awful. I told the story when I played it last year, but I booted up the game on my actual Game Boy, and I was like, man, my game must be really dirty because it's really jittery. So I put it in the Super Game Boy just to double check, same thing. And then like tried it in the Retron and same thing, and I looked it up online, and I was like, no, it just is like that. Ooh, careful. But this one actually runs at a fairly stable frame rate, and it doesn't look like it's about to crash and explode your Game Boy, so it's definitely good. This Konami Game Boy Collection Volume 4, I'm pretty sure is European and Japanese only. Pretty sure it did not come out in North America. Oh geez, that was close. Yeah, I don't know why they give you the whole, you can, you can choose your own levels. I think it's neat. It's a nice little thing, especially because, like, it being a Game Boy game, I found Konami was really good at the whole, you get to just choose where you want. In the other, like, for example, the Turtles games and Contra, it's like, do you want to start at stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just beat the game from there? But in this, it's like, no, it's like a Mega Man thing. You do have to beat them all, but you beat them in any order. And I think that really works for a handheld game. Yeah. Oh, by the way, happy Halloween! This is our first Halloween game this year. Of the 4 Quickies we'll be doing this year, and this is also the return from my little break that I had in October, which I really, really appreciate that you guys were okay with that. I got a few people just, wishing me, happy mental health recovery, and I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So we are back. We are good to go, I think, for the rest of my normal year, where I've only got a little bit left. I tend to still take a December break because it's Christmas. So it's a good way to kind of build up videos for the next year and kind of get back on a normal footing. But don't worry, you have me until well into November. But don't worry. And everything that I was going to do in mid-October is still going to be done. It's just going to be done after Halloween, because they weren't Halloween related. That's why I was like, this makes sense. I can do this. Get away from me, jellyfish. Because I was worried. I was like, I don't want to see Halloween. I was like, I didn't have a big Halloween game planned this year. With Oliver and stuff, and with me just finishing Final Fantasy, I really didn't have time to plan a big Halloween game, but I did have Quickies planned and practiced. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I could take a little break. And I did, and I feel a lot better. Oh, music's died down. That means we're at the boss's kind of lair. You get a couple candles to kind of power up a little bit if you've died. That way you can get your whip power up. But just like before, you gotta make the boss appear by getting a little summoning orb or whatever. Here we go! And Crystal Wizard Man! This is actually kind of cool. Like how he rains down lightning a little bit. He reminds me of, there's a boss in Castlevania Bloodlines for the Sega Genesis that is like a wizard, but it's like a rain wizard. And I like to think that this is like his brother or I don't know, coworker. He just has lightning abilities instead of rain. I don't know. I just think that'd be funny. Little weird lore. Because I mean, this takes place a long time ago. Comparatively, Bloodlines takes place in the 1900s actually. This is probably 18. I don't know. I don't know exactly where in the timeline this takes place, but he is dead. There we go. Huzzah! Do a little dance. I'm so happy. Get the little orb. Oh, I guess you don't get it. Just disappears. Shame. Every other Castlevania game, you get the orb, and this one's just bye. Looks very Rome-like in the background. Oh no, Greece, Rome. I don't know. I can never tell. It looks very real-worldish in the background. Jeez, that takes a long time to get your time score in. Alright, 1 of 4 done. And where does it bring us? I don't know why. It starts us at the top left and then brings us to the bottom right. But I didn't really care. I'm like, we're just going to go in there and do whatever level it gives me. So this, I think, would be considered level 4, but I don't care. Rock Castle. Oh, that music's so good. Very cool background, very neat. The colors actually really work very well with this. They're not super high detailed sprites, but the backgrounds and the foregrounds are like the ground tiles and stuff. They're fairly well detailed, so it's nice to see them get a little bit of extra color, get a little bit of extra detail. Get away from me, go through the door, thank you. Love that music, so good, so good. But yeah, no, this is definitely an improvement over Castlevania Adventure, and I really like Castlevania Adventure. It's definitely the one I played the most. I played a little bit growing up. This one I played once or twice, but I was never really nostalgic for it. But having played it again to practice a bunch, it's good. It's really good. Careful these guys. They will pop up. Obviously, they can't be hurt while they're not actually out of the wall, but you kind of lay a trap. And then, yeah. I think there's another room with them. I'm not sure. Oh. Thanks to the Game Boy Color, you can see which of these spikes are going to come out. The levels are decently long, too. There's not a lot of them. There are more levels than the Castlevania Adventure, which I think only had 4 levels, maybe 5. This one definitely has a lot. Well, oh, damn, I let them get away. Get away from me. Definitely not what you want. Nice. Careful. There we go. Okay, good. Whew. Yeah, the levels are much longer. Which is fine. Good to me. I want them to be too short. That's lazy and ridiculous. Ooh, careful. Pretty sure you can die if you just forego the rope, but I think it might actually auto-grab. I'm not sure. Oh, jeez. Let's just go. Let's grab. Yeah, I think it auto-grabs. Cool. That is a hole down there. Do not fall. Just make it your way across. There we go. Each level has its own, like, theme, kind of thematic traps and stuff like that, which I've always liked. And when you have a game that takes place in, like, different castles, you get stage select. If you're not doing something with that, that's no fun, right? You want places to look very different and, like, be remembered very differently. Imagine if Mega Man had all 8 Robot Masters and they were just like, yeah, they're all basically the same idea. Kind of want to keep my cross. There we go. Ooh, getting darker. And weirdly enough, the actual darkness is basically based on the candles, which I think is really neat. So when I get rid of all the candles, it actually makes the screen darker, which I probably shouldn't do. But at the same time, damn you, I really do want to get what's in the candles. So, you know, kind of a catch-22 for me. It's just, it's one of those, it's like question mark blocks in a Mario game. You just want to hit them. Come here. Nope. Okay. Do they only move in the darkness? Is that what's happening? I don't think I've ever noticed that. Alright, cool. Ooh, careful. Yeah, I think they only move in the darkness. I guess they're rocks. It's not. Oh, man, I should have done that. Gonna let you go. Yeah, there's a hole right there. Ooh, that was really close. But yeah, that's a cool thing. You don't see that a lot in Castlevania, weirdly enough. Considering all the power-ups are candles, you think they would have done something about the idea of light with a candle a lot sooner than like, the Game Boy Castlevania game. But whatever. Ooh, careful here. Patience required. Something, as you all know, I'm quite good at is patience. I don't rush at all. No, no, no. Just keep going. This is definitely a little bit more maze-like than other straightforward Castlevania games. And I wouldn't say get lost, but get in loops sometimes. But I have a little map open up that I've been using while I practiced, and now I pretty much know where I'm going, so. Thanks to the fireball, you don't really need your sub-weapons nearly as much, but it is nice to have them. Oh, damn. No, no, no. Go. Go. Okay, there we go. I think I'm safe right here. There we go. It is nice because there's a second projectile on the screen when you use it, but it's nice that you just straight up have a projectile. That's not a thing you see in a lot of Castlevania games, just straight up. Here's a projectile that you basically always have. Down we go. Whoa! Oh, no. Yo, got one. Got two. They're not too bad. This guy is fairly easy. He actually reminds me of a boss from, like, Ninja Gaiden. Just lumbers straight forward, attacks, just hit him. And then he'll jump. Oh, no, now he's fast. He'll jump. And... oh, that was such great boomerang placement. That was great. That was absolutely perfect. Good. Halfway there. Huzzah. Go, Christopher. Save your son, Soleil. Weirdly enough, too, is like Christopher gets 2 games here. And even though Soleil was supposed to be the next, you know, vampire hunter, which is the little background story, I don't think there's a single game where you play as him. Which is kind of a shame. Poor kid. Next up, bottom left. What is that, like the Vine Castle? Plant Castle? Yeah, Plant Castle. It's weird for there to be multiple castles, too. They're just much smaller than, you know, Dracula's castle. Oh my gosh, what a great, like, choice of colors. The green and the, like, magenta, it looks great. God, music. So damn good. Ah, frog, stop hitting me. Hope you guys are enjoying this season. Halloween season after all. James is excited to go trick-or-treating. He really enjoys it. He doesn't even eat like a whole lot of candy. He's very particular in what he eats, which is funny because like there's times where like, dude, I brought home a box of Timbits. Like, do you want one? He's like, no. All right, more for me. I'm getting fat. But a lot of times he just likes trick or treating because he likes the walking around. He likes saying hi to people because he's a very social kid. He loves saying hi to people, unless he's in his little world. Some days where he's just like very not talkative, and then you get nothing out of him. But no, we did a little thing. I think I mentioned it on the channel before. I'm not sure. At his one of his grandfathers on Kate's side, they have this like RV trailer park kind of thing that they have like they go to every summer, and they do like a Halloween in July sort of thing, and it's really cute. It's in daytime, which is really nice, so it's not cold. Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have been cold. It's July, and despite what you guys might think out there if you don't know Canada, it does get blisteringly hot in here in July, even in the night. It's not snow in August for us. I guess until you go really, really north. But yeah, no, he loved it. He just had such a good time. He'll be a pirate, and Kate and I are going to dress up too. We even have a little pirate suit for Ollie. It'll be a lot of fun. We have a local zoo here. It's very close to where we live, like not even a 5-minute drive. We go to a lot every year, every summer. It's just a great walk. And they have something called Boo at the Zoo. And it's just this really, really cute Halloween thing. And this will be Ollie's first Halloween. I mean, he's 7 months old next week. Well, by the time this goes up, he'll already have been 7 months old. So you know, he's like the baby age where nothing really scares him. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's a scary thing. Like there are little haunted house type areas. Damn you, skeleton! No, damn you. And it's like there's ratings like 1, 2, and 3 for scariness. And James has been a little bit more scared of a lot of things lately. I've noticed. I don't know. I guess as the consciousness grows, he's realizing that things can be scary. But no, we're gonna have a lot of fun. After that comes my personal favorite holiday season. But we won't talk about that. I know a lot of people get really frustrated when it is talked about really early, and I don't really blame them, so let's not talk about that. We'll stay on Halloween. Question of the day. Growing up, if you trick-or-treated, what was your favorite costume that you wore trick-or-treating when you were like a kid? Or a teenager or an adult? I mean, I'm not going to stop people from dressing up and going trick-or-treating. As long as you're having good, wholesome fun, that's all that matters to me. My favorite was one year, oh my gosh, it must have been 94 or 95, where me and then 2 of my friends, Chris and JP, went as 3 of the Mortal Kombat ninjas. I went as, oh damn, I went as Smoke. Yeah, yeah, this must have been at least Mortal Kombat. Was it Smoke in 2? I went as Smoke. Jay went as Reptile. I think Chris went as Sub-Zero. Which means no one went as Scorpion, which is really weird, because Scorpion was like the popular one. I mean, he still is the popular character. Even though he's not the main character of Mortal Kombat. Oh my... Ooh, I can't believe I got out of that. Even though he's like the main character of Mortal Kombat. Or sorry, he's the favorite character. He's not the main character. Liu Kang is. Like, no one dressed up as Liu Kang. One, when you're like 9 years old, you don't want to go shirtless for Halloween. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. Our moms all made our costumes, because I was 9, I'm pretty sure, if it was 94. And yeah, it was just really good. Really, really good. I'm trying to think of my other costumes. I don't remember a lot of the other ones. That one was just that good. I went as a... Oh no, was that my sister? Forget. She went as a crayon once. I think she was like 6. Oh, the 80s. That's funny. But yeah, no, that one, the ninjas definitely... Smoke was the one I remembered the most. Oh, I guess, okay, so I guess it wasn't a Halloween, like, trick-or-treat, but for a Halloween party, Kate and I had just started dating. I went as Rorschach from The Watchmen, and I actually made the mask myself. I didn't make everything, but, like, I went out and bought a trench coat and that sort of thing. And I actually made the mask. It didn't move, obviously, but like I could see through it and you couldn't see in. It was pretty cool. I liked it. I'm not a cosplayer. And this was before Kate did a lot of cosplay. So I was just like really proud of myself. I was like, well, here we go. But I won't count that as like my favorite costume because I wasn't like trick-or-treating. This was a get drunk off your ass Halloween party because I was like 24. This is a pretty cool boss, pretty easy as you can tell though, especially with the boomerang. This would be so much harder without the boomerang. Bam. 3 of them down. We're getting there. Yay. Why is there time in a Castlevania game? I've always hated that. Time limits in games make sense for arcades, because you don't want someone to hog something that they should be actively playing. But like, why in a home console game? Whatever. Anyways, this is Castle 2, I guess technically. Cloud Castle, which sounds like it'd be kind of nice. Pretty neat looking though. Very flickery background. I wonder why. I mean, they did it on purpose. I wonder if it's because it's like trying to be foggy. Right? Like, I guess that would make sense because it's like with the limited amount of colors, and you don't have transparency on the NES, or on the Game Boy. So I wonder if they did that to make it look like it was like foggy and cloudy out. That's the only thing I can think of. Take you out. You are dull and boring. This music actually reminds me of Alwa's Awakening a lot. It's a game I played way back in 2020. Really good game, really good indie game. And it was made to be like an NES game. I feel like that was one of those games that they actually put on a cartridge and it actually worked in the NES. I'm not sure. Don't remember. Ooh, geez, forgot about that. Yeah, Susie grabbed these vines. Woo, up they go to crush your skull in the spikes. And, I don't know if you know, but I don't want that. So, here we go, jump. As you can tell, this is about as easy or as difficult as the other Castlevania game for Game Boy. As in, not very. It's actually probably easier just because of kind of the wonkiness of the Castlevania Adventure. Plus that one stage where it's just spikes following you, like a spike wall and whatnot, and your jumps have to be perfect. This one's a lot more lenient, so yeah, I'd say this is definitely easier. There's also, there's one more after this for the Game Boy, Castlevania Legend, I think. I think it's the first Castlevania game where you play as a woman, and I don't remember a lot about it, other than that I remember it being really ugly, and it was for the Game Boy. It was 97, so I think it might have just missed the Game Boy Color, I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that, I'm legitimately not sure. It's also extremely rare, and I do not own a copy of it, so I don't think I do. I'll have to check that out. It's been a long time since I've like really looked at the collection. The collection has basically been on like a hiatus for a little while now. What with having kids and just the ridiculous price of retro games now, I'm not like going out of my way to get the expensive stuff. If I find something at a decent value, I get it. But I'm not like hunting the way I used to, so I'm not like actively thinking about what games I have in my collection like I used to. But I know I have the original version of this game, but I wanted to play the Game Boy Color version, so I just got the European version. And what's nice is that the Game Boy is not region locked. So I was like, you know, that's one of the best things about the Game Boy, if you're a collector, is get stuff from Europe, get stuff from Japan. And because the European games don't have to follow the whole weird thing that in Europe things ran at 50 frames per second instead of 60, you don't get that problem on the Game Boy, because it runs off of its own hardware. So it's really cool to get a lot of really good stuff from Europe and Japan for the Game Boy. It's just very easy too. And it's before there was a lot of text in a lot of games, so as long as you avoided RPGs from Japan, you could usually find something to play without having to deal with the translations of that. It definitely got harder in like the late 90s and the 2000s. Like, the Game Boy Advance is also not region locked, but it's much harder to get really good Japanese Game Boy Advance games. Like, and by I mean hard to get. I don't mean hard to get. I mean just like, with an NES or a Game Boy game, you can just like reach out into like a bargain bin, and chances are you can get something you can play without knowledge of Japanese. Like, that's not the case with the Game Boy Advance at all, where there's so many RPGs, and just even just basic ass platformers have just a stupid amount of story. They're still playable, of course, but there's just a lot more text than old games. I mean, hell, a lot of older games still had English wording. Oh yeah, here, secret. I pretty much just get the hearts, because there are a lot of secret little vines that go through ceilings and stuff, but I only do like 2 or 3 of them. Because there's not any, like, point to it. There's not really a lot of stuff you can get outside of what you can already get normally, so unless you need, like, some life or you need a big heart, there's no real reason to go into these areas. But here we are at the boss's chamber. Yeah, I'm waiting for that. Get away from me, holy perfume. Ooh, I thought it was gonna hit my foot. Okay. Almost there. Here we go. This is a pretty easy one. It's pretty cool, though. I like the way it looks. You get the head up there, the snake there, and they've got like these blades, spinal blades, and it kind of transfers one to the other. I love that. That's really neat. And there's actually a face on the wall there. I never really noticed it the first couple times I played this game, but it's a very easy boss, as you can see. Like, there's nothing to this. Like, oh no, I just got hit there, but so many opportunities to hit these bosses. It's just very easy. There we go, dead. And you'd think, like, oh, maybe that's like the first step, and now you have to fight the wall. Nope, that's it. It's kind of a shame, because that was a really cool, unique idea that didn't really go anywhere. Visually very cool, though. Visually very cool. Oh my gosh, so much time for this. Come on. Hooray. Let's get one up. I haven't died yet. Nice. Actually doing really good. I find lately I've been doing really good if I just, like, ramble about nothing. I tend to zone out and play. But if I focus too much on what's going on while I'm talking, then that's when I die a lot. There we go. Castlevania. Where Dracula lives. Such epic, like, presentation for the Game Boy. There we go. We have the little not menu, but a little map. So there are more levels. There's not just one level for Drac's place. It is 2 whole levels. Oh no. Pretty sure the actual line here follows the actual layout of the level too. I've always liked that. Some Mega Man games do that for the Dr. Wily Castle. Sometimes they don't. It's always frustrating when they don't. Look at that! Look at that cool statue. Oh my gosh. They did a great job with this one. I really do think. Careful of the boards. Oh, well, okay. Maybe I should have aimed properly because I messed that up completely. Nice and powered up at least. If you don't die, you don't lose out on your fire whip. Mind you, it's one of those things, it just became a tradition. You start off with a crappy whip, then you get power up and you're stronger, then you get power up and it's longer. And you get them right away, so it almost feels like, what's the point? God damn you. That was such a bad jump. Like, you're just gonna give you the upgrades within 2 seconds, so just, what's the point of it? I don't know. That's just a me thing, though. Such good music. One of the best soundtracks in the Game Boy. Like, so good. Damn. Could have gotten you. Oh my god, I'm so bad at timing the jump on this guy. He does a lot of damage, too. That's like half damage. So I had basically 4 hits and I die from that guy. Not fun, not cool. Damn. Yeah, ooh, that was close. That was very close. Careful. There we go. Nope, damn. Oh, there we go. A lot of climbing. There's so much climbing. I guess it's because they didn't want to put stairs because you have so much less space on the screen. So I guess it makes sense, but I just feel you're so useless on the rope. But I mean, you're also very useless on the stairs in the Castlevania game, so there's that. Anything good there? No, just a single heart. Fine then. I don't use the sub-weapons nearly enough in this game to make it worthwhile to get a lot of hearts. It's more of like just... I tend to try to get the candles because they're there. Ooh. Ah, I stuck my head. Oh no, I actually lost the fire. Oh no, that sucks. Oh no, that means I lost the power of the whip. Dude, now I'm just a crappy whip. See, at least when you lose it like this, it makes sense why there's power-ups. But every other Castlevania game is just like, oh, you keep it no matter what unless you die. And then you get it right away. But damn, now I'm much less of a powerful Christopher. So I'm less deferred now. I don't know. That was such a forced joke. That did not work. Run away from the bat. Oh my gosh. I'm doing really badly all of a sudden. See, because I'm focusing on the game. If I was talking about, I don't know, gummy bears or something, then I'd probably be doing amazingly without even paying attention. It's so weird that way. There we go. A little bit. Now I've got the power of the whip back. Let's go up here, and I think we might be able to get something out of this. I don't know if I can get this without my fireball, though. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we got the fireball. Okay, back to powered up. Down we go. Jeez. Oh, that was close. There's even more of you guys, isn't there? Oof. Just keep going. Yeah, you're fine. You're easy. You go so slow. Please don't come up to me, bat. Oh, man. Crap. Yes, take you out. Okay, good. Thought he split up. Maybe it's because I used the cross. Not sure. Oh, geez, you're right there. I'm so low in life. I don't think there's, like, wall turkeys in this game. Or, like, the equivalent of. Oh, no, they do split up. No, okay, we're good, we're good. Hopefully we're at, like, at least a checkpoint. That would make my life a lot easier. Music sounds very, like, fast-paced, and then you just got slow-ass Belmont there. It's so funny. I must hurry, but first I must make sure that every step is properly taken. Crap. Yes, it is the boomerang, just takes them out. Good to know. Good to know. Nice, nice. Good. Whew. Okay. Well, we're at the boss. I don't think we're gonna make it. Actually, I think we should be fine. I think this is an easy boss. Pretty sure. It's all about placement. Well, the first time I fought this guy, I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, it's this guy. If you know exactly where you're going, it's easy. If you don't, it's really difficult. But we should be okay. Okay. Right to the front, and then just go. If you stay behind too much, you basically get trapped in, like, against the wall. You know what I mean? Be very careful, get a couple hits in there every so often. Starting to fall behind already. Couple more hits, though. Okay, one more hit. Oh, two more hits. There we go. Yeah, and that can be really, really difficult if you don't know how it's going to move around, because it can hit you really easily. But as long as you do that, there you go. You just need to maintain as much space away from the back of the screen as possible. There we go, final level. We're there already. And as much as I say this is a lot easier, I do find this game's Dracula's a lot harder. But when you know where you can position your character, it does help a lot. So you do have to really plan out what you're doing. You have to be very reactive, but we shall see. Up we go. We're gonna save you, Soleil, my son. The sun, my son. There we go. Listen to that music. That's very much slower. Something like you'd hear in damn, I missed that. Big Heart. Something you'd hear in like Symphony of the Night. There we go. I finally avoided one of those guys, but it did not get the board. Careful of the ice blocks; they will break. This is a little bit of everything in this one. A little bit of every castle coming back to haunt me. So much climbing. It's a very vertical. The Game Boy games are very vertical. It's crazy. I mean, actually, no, I take that back. The Castlevania games, just in general, are very vertical games. There's a lot of like stages where, like, yeah, this whole room is just upwards like crazy through stairs and stuff. Yeah, so I guess it's always been a thing. I mean, it makes sense. You're climbing into a castle and stuff like that. So stay over here and take this guy out. Thank goodness for that fireball whip. It really does make a difference. Almost becomes a shooter, kind of. It means that Christopher's slow speed doesn't really detract too much. Patience. And big heart. Oh, we're gonna make it! No, damn it, hit it too early. That's okay. It's a shame too, because I really wouldn't mind getting some Hearts for one of the bosses here. Okay, this one's kind of cool. I like this. So you gotta go underneath. And if only Christopher could rush a little bit. And then you take it out and destroy it. No! Ooh, that was close. And then it just falls down. There you go. I like that. It's kind of a neat idea. Ah, damn. Keep losing those big hearts. It's okay. Aha. Thought you could get me with your going off the screen, I'm coming back, but no, I'm too smart for that. For I am Phil, destroyer of worlds. Careful. If you jump, you will hit the spikes, obviously. Here you're fine if you jump a little bit lower, but you can still hit the spikes pretty easily if you're not careful. Fairly easy enemy placements, more about the traps in this. Oh, damn. Really, Phil? Nope. Stay down. Ooh, there we go. And... there we go. Not bad, not bad. Careful. Ooh. Just make sure to just jump on the right rope, basically, when they start changing directions. It's pretty easy, but... for kids, too, especially back in the day. It's like, this is hard. So much going on. Nice, there we go. That was really close. I really didn't think I was going to make that. Oh, I was hoping to get that from here just to see what it was, but I didn't want to travel all the way over there. Maybe a 1-up? I don't know. Probably just a big heart. Nice big heart there. Let's say I've been losing like crazy in this level. I really needed to collect one. And up we go! For another one, thankfully. I don't need the small one. I'm too lazy to go over there. And that's gonna bite me in the butt. I'm always like, oh, I need my hearts, but... it just makes the last boss a little bit easier because you just have constant, you know, projectile, really. Not super necessary, whatever. We're getting there, though. We're almost there. It'd be nice to be full of health, but that's okay. Crap. Woohoo, that's close. Ice. 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 Oof, that was close. Went a little too fast there, really. Careful. There we go. Get myself some vines. Love the idea of using the vines as or the webs as vines. It's actually very Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which I'm actually playing right now. And yeah, there's a little spider creature that does that, and you can make echoes of them and kind of set up your own vines. Pretty cool. The game is super fun. James loves watching me play it. Just that he thinks it's great. He says hi to all the characters I talk to, and he yells out what I find in the treasure chest. It's really cute. I just lost the fire, didn't I? That sucks. Well, we're here, so it doesn't matter. Crap. Damn. Damn. But hopefully we'll find our son, Soleil. Hopefully. I hope he's okay. Soleil, where are you? Oh, there you are. With this big hair. He's taller than me, jeez. You have made it here. I will soon bring him back to this world. There's no way you can beat me with my suit, father. Look at his outfit. But yeah, Soleil is the boss, and he uses these really cool, like, daggers that, like, kind of omen on you, and he's got the whip, and you really want to stay away from him. The, cross is really good, but the holy water is actually quite good, because if you know where he's going to go, you can kind of lead him into damaging himself, which is really nice. Music could be better. Oof, that's close. Actually doing okay. He can be fairly difficult. Thankfully, the knives go in very specific trajectiles. They can't like home in on you. They can either go at a 45-degree angle or in a cardinal direction. But... Ooh, that's close. I'm really close to dying though. Oh boy. Come on. No, no. So close here. Damn you, damn you, damn you, damn you, damn you. Okay, good. Yep. One more. Yes, there we go. Sorry, my son. Victory music! They destroyed my son! Yay! But that is, of course, not it. Because it's a Castlevania game, guys. I shouldn't have to spell it out. There's, of course, one more final boss. Oh, yeah, I get my life back, though. Urgh, what am I? Oh, father. Now that I lost my powers, he's after my men's powers. Okay. Hurry, father. You have men? I guess? Sure, okay. So here we go. Final boss. Look at that insane, like, background. It's so neat. Those skeletons with the sides, that's so cool. It really, like, really paints a picture here. Oh, there we go. We got the fireball. Not that super good for this one, but I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. There we go. Let's take out Dracula. And this is a fairly difficult Dracula fight. So, kind of go where I go, and it'll help out a little bit. It's like, I've got no facial features. Hello. The movement of the cloak looks really good, though. But yeah, it's one of those where they go out in a circular motion. Very difficult. Thankfully, when they come back to him like that, it doesn't hurt you. Which is funny, because you'd think it would. Damn. Gotta go over the head, though. You just gotta find... Yeah, see? Exactly. All these like places like marked down. It's like, I know where I'm supposed to go. The problem is, though, is that you play really defensively, so it can be really difficult to get hits on if you're doing it like that. Okay. Nice. Alright. 2 hits. If I get 2 hits per go, that's pretty good. That was really lucky that I missed that. Oh, no! Surprised I did not get hit there. Okay. Doing alright. Ooh, damn! That's exactly where I was gonna go. Get away from me. Get away from me. Crap. Ew, that was bad. Oh, no! Shit. Okay. We get 2 more hits on him. No, he's too far away. Okay, one more hit. One more hit. Stay here. Okay, good. And... Bam, there we go. Oh, my face! My skull face! Whew. And that was Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge. Yay! I didn't even die. That's great. It's something I can do, but I don't do it very often, so that was good. Like, compared to the regular Castlevania games, this is definitely a lot easier. I find the NES Castlevania 1 and 3 way harder. There we go, me and my son. I like how he's got like the... He looks like he has like a suit, like a business suit. And then you have Christopher who's like got the cape and like, I assume leather armor and stuff. But down goes the castle. We did it. Man, games back in the day loved the watching something be destroyed while on top of a cliff. It happens in so many games. I'd love to see a little compilation of that happening. The battle is over. And the text is slower than ever. The Count's evil plan? I hate this. Even as a kid, I was like, come on, man, I'm 7, and I can read way faster than this. Like, I read at a college grade level. No, it's not that good, but, like, come on. Count's evil plan has been crushed by a father's love for his son. Probably is what I was going to say. For his son. Peace has returned. Oh my god, I'm the sloth from Zootopia. That's who's reading this to me right now, to this land. And Soleil, who was freed by the dark. We're only allowed 2 words a line. Freed by the dark spells will, who's freed by the dark spells, do you mean from the dark spells, will now inherit the name of vampire hunter who never does any vampire hunting. And I could be wrong on that. I quickly checked the Wikipedia. I was like, do you ever play as Soleil? And they're like, no. Oh, like maybe he's important in another story or a game or something. I have no idea. So, then on, the blood in the Belmonts has become legends. Has. Vampire. Come on, man. It's mean. It's mean to do this. Hunters. Jeez. Making people pass on the story to their children? Yes. You guys can go home now. Soleil, Christopher, I guess they're just making sure the castle doesn't come back up. Like, just in case. But yeah, that was Castlevania 2 for the Game Boy. One of 3 Castlevania games for the Game Boy. And again, I don't really know a whole lot about Legend. So I'm not sure if it's any better than these two, but I still think it's a fun little playthrough regardless. But with that, we have some credits. There's some cute music. Yeah, alright. Well, yeah, no, the game is good. I've always liked it when Game Boy games could do something unique. I found with the PSP and the Vita, not all the time, but a lot of the times they'd just be like, here's a game for the console, like home console, and there's also a PSP or a Vita version of it. And it's just like, okay, so it's the same game but worse. Like, that's not, like, I don't want that. I'd rather have a new game. I know it's going to be worse than the console version in terms of graphics and sound, but I'd still rather it be a new game. And they did do that sometimes. Or they'd have exclusives. Like, there was a Soul Calibur for the PSP that was an action-adventure game. That was cool. And there was, the 2 God of War games for the PSP. They didn't just be like, here's God of War 3, but on the PSP. But that just was the thing for the longest time, for like 15 years, where console games just ported over less good versions of themselves onto handhelds. But man, in the age of the Game Boy, it was all about making unique experiences for it. Now, the Game Gear actually fell for that too. I kind of. The Game Gear and Sega Master Systems share very similar innards, so whenever you saw a Game Gear game, chances are there was a version for the Master System. And so there's very few original, like, exclusive Game Gear games. It's a shame, but yeah, this is the 3rd time I'm freaking saying it. That was Castlevania 2. Belmont's Revenge. Presented by Capcom. Played by me. I hope you guys enjoy this year's Halloween Let's Plays. Like I said, there are 4 of them. This is the first of the 4. We are playing another Castlevania game. It won't be the next episode. I want to split them up a little bit, of course. But there are still so many Castlevania games that I think when we get to the bigger ones, we're going to start doing them as regular Let's Plays and not wait for Halloween anymore, because they're so big. And give some more room for other games during Halloween, I guess. But anyways, with that, I'm Fill in the Blanks. See you next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.